Can you all please be seated? Thank you. On behalf of the college's faculty and staff, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome the class of 2029, their families and friends, to our annual White Coat ceremony. I would like to begin by respectfully acknowledging that the University of Arizona is on the land and territories of indigenous peoples. Today, Arizona is home to 22 federally recognized tribes, with Tucson being home to the O'odham and the Yaqui. The university strives to build sustainable relationships with sovereign Native nations and indigenous communities through offerings in education, partnerships, and community service. The story of the White Coat ceremony began in 1993, when Dr. Arnold Gold at the Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons originated the event and has since been adopted by almost every medical school in the nation. I am proud to say that we were one of the first medical schools in the Western United States to hold a White Coat ceremony. Dr. Arnold Gold also founded the Gold Foundation, which is dedicated to fostering humanism in medicine. Each White Coat presented to our students has a pin in its lapel with the words "Humanism in Medicine," which reminds us that medicine is rooted in compassion, respect, empathy, and other humanistic traits that are foundational to the formation of a physician. Our future physicians come to medical school for many reasons. They may have experienced firsthand the importance of their chosen profession, perhaps during the pandemic or alongside a loved one facing a health crisis. They may feel a call to heal and comfort the suffering, or a motivation to coach their patients through lifelong health. They may have an abundance of curiosity about the inner workings of the human body and how science can be harnessed to help people live healthier and longer lives. No matter which path they took here, they are compassionate, curious, and highly motivated individuals who are ready to overcome the challenges the next few years will present to them, coming out on the other side to serve their patients and their communities. This service mentality will be nurtured throughout their years at the College of Medicine, Tucson. Dear class of 2029, one thing you will learn over the next 4 years in medical school is the importance of family and friends. They will support you as you navigate through the rigorous journey that you have chosen. I would now like to recognize the family and friends of our incoming class for their support. Would all the family and friends please stand? Joining us in tonight's ceremony, seated on the platform, are representatives of the faculty, administration, and our keynote speaker. I am delighted to present them to you, and I ask that you hold your applause until they have all been introduced. Dear colleagues, please stand briefly as I introduce you, following which you may take your seats again. Ms. Allison Flynn Gaffney, Chief Executive Officer, Banner University Medical Center Tucson and Banner University Medical Center South. Dr. Gordon Carr, Chief Medical Officer, Banner University Medical Center, Tucson. Dr. Lisa Rimza, alumna keynote speaker for the class of 1992 and the Samuel and Winifred Witt Endowed Professor and Chair of the Department of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine at the College of Medicine, Tucson. Dr. Kevin Moynihan, Vice Dean, Medical Education, College of Medicine, Tucson. Dr. Tejal Parikh, Associate Dean, Admissions and Director of the Comprehensive Education Center, College of Medicine, Tucson. Dr. Richard Amini, Associate Dean, Student Affairs, College of Medicine, Tucson. Dr. Daniel Butler, Assistant Dean, Student Affairs, College of Medicine, Tucson. Dr. Katie Kowalek, Assistant Dean, Student Affairs, College of Medicine, Tucson. Dr. Elaine Situ-Lacasse, Assistant Dean, Student Affairs, College of Medicine, Tucson. Dr. Josie Acuna, Assistant Dean, Clinical Competency, College of Medicine, Tucson. And now I will turn the podium over to Dr. Kevin Moynihan.
Seems to be a bit of energy in the room tonight. Thank you, Dean Abacassis. It is a privilege to be here for this special occasion. White Coat is one of my favorite events of the year, and the positivity and excitement keep me energized as the class of 2029 starts medical school. Welcome everyone to this celebration in which we formally receive the class of 2029 to the University of Arizona College of Medicine, Tucson. The White Coat ceremony acknowledges your entrance into the medical profession, which will take place when you begin classes on Monday. In tonight's ceremony, you will don the physician's white coat and recite an oath that recognizes the special bonds you will develop with your colleagues, your teachers, your mentors, and your patients over the next 4 years. The white coat symbolizes your commitment to the highest standards of the medical profession. In accepting the white coat tonight, you are acknowledging the responsibilities that come with the study and practice of medicine. All of us at the College of Medicine Tucson are committed to helping you on this journey and ensuring your success. I want to recognize our outstanding faculty and staff. Will our department chairs, center directors, division chiefs, distinguished faculty please stand? I would also like to thank our extraordinary staff, especially those helping to organize this event. Please stand. Woo. Thank you all for supporting our students. And now it is a privilege to introduce Dr. Lisa Rimza, Professor and Chair of the Department of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine at the University of Arizona College of Medicine, Tucson, and tonight's alumni speaker. She also serves as a practicing hematopathologist at Banner University Medical Center, Tucson. Dr. Rimza is a proud triple alumna of the University of Arizona, having earned her bachelor's degree in pharmacy in 1985 from what now is the R. Ken Coit College of Pharmacy, followed by her medical degree in 1992 and her pathology residency in 1996, all from the College of Medicine, Tucson. In 2024, she returned to the College of Medicine, Tucson, following a successful tenure at Mayo Clinic of Arizona, where she served as Professor of Laboratory Medicine and Pathology, directed the Molecular Diagnostic Laboratory, and held the Getz Family Research Professorship. Over the course of her career, Dr. Rimza has published more than 200 scientific papers, holds 6 patents, and leads an NIH-funded lab that makes it easier for doctors to tell what kind of lymphoma a patient has, including one that is now used in clinics across the country. But beyond these titles and accomplishments, Dr. Rimza's story is deeply rooted in this place and in perseverance. During her second year of medical school, she gave birth to twin daughters, full term and healthy, born just a few floors above the lecture halls where she was training. While on bed rest, she passed the time by reading and rereading Robbins Pathology, ultimately earning the highest exam score in the class and igniting a passion that would shape her career. It was here at the College of Medicine Tucson that she first discovered her passion for understanding disease, inspired by hands-on lab sessions and early mentors. It was here that she learned how to balance the intensity of medical training with the realities of family, work, and purpose, lessons that have stayed with her ever since. Please join me in welcoming tonight's keynote speaker and proud alumnus, Dr. Lisa Rimza.
Okay, so I'm the entertainment. Wow, I mean, this is just so meaningful to me to be here on this stage. The last time I was on this exact stage was in my own convocation in 1992. I want to thank the dean, Dr. Abacassis, who recruited me back here from Phoenix to be the chair of the department where I once trained, so it's really full circle. I've been asked to talk about my personal journey in medicine, which is harder than it seems. I would actually rather talk about lymphoma genetics, because I know a lot about that. But seriously, you're entering an extraordinary time in your life. In the next few minutes, I'm going to try to touch on three different themes. First, the nature of medical education. Second, about discerning your own path. And third is about the idea of lifelong growth, innovation, and leadership, which starts now. So let's start with theme one, the journey of medical education. So I'm going to start with a quote from Sir William Osler. He was one of the big four founders of Johns Hopkins. In the 1800s, he spoke about the theoretical and practical aspects of learning medicine. He said, "He who studies medicine without books sails an uncharted sea, but he who studies medicine without patience does not go to sea at all." So you have to have both the theoretical knowledge and the patience. So in the next few years, you're going to intertwine your knowledge of medical science and your understanding of people. These will complement each other to make you into a physician that you will become. So you heard that I started as a pharmacist, and I thought that was my career path. 3 years later, I found myself so curious and wanting closer involvement with the patients and their care decisions. So despite many naysayers who thought I was crazy to leave a good job in pharmacy, I was accepted here at U of A College of Medicine with the incredible support of my husband, who's somewhere in the audience tonight. And knowing me so well, he said to me, "At least I know that you will never be bored." And yeah, that's the truth. Medicine is not boring. The patients you see and what you learn are going to be infinitely interesting to you. So during the first 2 years, you will be learning, you'll be absorbing all this new knowledge as fast as you can. Then come these amazing years where you are privileged and trusted with someone else's, their private thoughts, their secrets, their physical body. So I want to highlight a story from my third year surgical clerkship. We had a patient on surgery who had a bowel mass and who underwent a pretty large resection for a rare tumor called a hemangiopericytoma. She had very slow bowel recovery. She was in the hospital. She was unhappy with a nasogastric tube for several days, and I saw her twice a day on rounds, and sometimes I stopped by in the afternoon. So one day I came by and she was watching, the older people in the audience will know, the soap opera As the World Turns, which my mother watched. And so I said to her, "What is going on with Franny Hughes and Dr. Dixon in the call room?" And we had this conversation every day, and she would remember the details and she would tell me about it. It was just this little break from lab values of physical exams. On the last day when I came in, she was about to be discharged, she brought me a 3-foot-high giant teddy bear, which to take home. It was supposed to be for my twins, and we all just laughed as I lugged it around the surgical ward. But what she said was that us chatting together and me stopping by was what got her through her ordeal. So even as a learner, you're going to be a learner for the next few years. While you may not feel you're making the medical decisions, you are in a privileged position and you can contribute to your patients, you can contribute to your team. My second theme is about discerning your particular path. So this starts in medical school with your choice of extra clubs and activities and electives. And of course, you have an eventual choice of a specialty. So specialties are selected based on a number of factors, your intellectual interests, how well you fit in with the culture of the specialty, your affinity for the techniques, maybe an influence of an inspiring person or mentor. So for me, in addition to, as you heard, reading Robin's textbook of pathology cover to cover twice while I was on bed rest for the twins, I was inspired by pathology residents who taught us multiple times a week in the anatomy and pathology courses, and they brought the gross organs to the lab, and we could touch and hold and see these diseased tissues and getting to know them. And then there was this heme angiopericytoma. So I'm like, where did that crazy diagnosis come from? And who are these people that declared it to be so? Well, they were the pathologists. So I want to talk about pathology. It is an almost unknown specialty. It is very broad. It includes the clinical labs such as chemistry, micro, hematology, blood bank. According to the CDC, Center for Disease Control, 70% of all diagnoses are made by the the laboratory. So the pathologists are the ones who read the biopsies, we do the autopsies, including forensic medicine and death investigation. So I'm going to share just one case from when I was in training. We had a young man who came into the emergency room. He had an altered mental status, and I was the first physician to see a concentrated centrifuge preparation of his spinal fluid. And I looked at that, it was late at night, and I recognized a case of cryptococcal meningitis. It's a very rare type of fungal meningitis, and I knew that he probably had advanced undiagnosed HIV/AIDS, which he did. So it was a powerful moment, and the first time when you're the first person to figure out what is going on with a patient and provide that answer for them. So this happens every day in pathology, and I was hooked on diagnostics. The pathologists call ourselves the doctor's doctor for providing the answers, and it's sort of like we're the little atlases holding up the hospital on our shoulders. A nearly forgotten aspect of my specialty choice is that I so much wanted to be at U of A. Remember, I'm a triple wildcat. I so much wanted to be here that I ranked 3 different specialties all at the same hospital. So my first choice was path, my second choice was medicine, my third choice was transitional year. So luckily I got my first choice. But it would have all worked out somehow anyway because of the third theme, which is being a lifelong learner, innovator, and leader, thinking outside the box. So I want to talk about my class of 1992. We became everything, primary care physicians, every other specialty as well. Some of us stayed in our specialty and loved it, practiced all of it. Some of us practiced part of it. Some switched to other specialties during or after their training. Some, like Dr. Moynihan, have major teaching roles. Some went into biotechnology, pharma. I have a very close friend who I actually saw last weekend. She was a study partner in med school, and she had a daughter who was born just after her residency. And her daughter had a serious genetic condition. My classmate had to minimize her clinical practice, but she rose to national leadership in a medical philanthropic organization responsible for funding the research that found an effective treatment for her daughter's disease. Another classmate, Francisco Garcia, became a gynecologist, went into Pima County women's outreach programs, became the chief medical officer for the county, and he is now chief of staff to the University of Arizona president, Garamella. So you have no idea where you're going to end up, and medicine will take you. My own personal example of continuous learning, as you heard, I'm a physician scientist. I'm engaged in translational research. I'm involved with lymphoma, clinical trials, tissue banking, genetics. I've worked on developing new tests for patients. I have served as an advisor to the National Cancer Institute, collaborated with international colleagues, the World Health Organization, classification of tumors, mostly in lymphoma, but also in HIV and other infection and immune-related diseases. All of this encouraged me to think systematically, and I encourage you to think systematically too, because in medicine we are actually all leaders. I'd like to tell you another story about another innovative physician from U of A, my mentor, my personal mentor, Dr. Tom Grogan. He started Ventana Medical Systems, which is in Oro Valley now. It became a huge company, was traded on the NASDAQ stock exchange, and later purchased by Roche Pharmaceuticals. At one point, they had 80% of the world market for tissue staining for pathology diagnosis. Amazing thing is he had over his desk a napkin that he took from the hospital cafeteria. He was sitting there one day, he was frustrated with how long he was waiting for results to come out, and he actually wrote with a pen, he sketched out the original patent that founded the company. So despite founding a global company, he always remembered his mission was to be a doctor, and he's told me this story many times, that most doctors will have the deep satisfaction of helping one patient at a time and making a large impact on that person's life. Others will make a series of decisions for a company, a hospital, or a healthcare system, like Dr. Carr, who's a chief medical officer for Banner University Medical Center, Tucson, impacting hundreds or thousands of people through technology, economic, healthcare policies, decisions, and administration. It's just a different type of medical practice. So we wouldn't be complete without mentioning COVID-19 and its impact. For the hospital labs, it meant rapid innovation to come up with an accurate test. We had to screen the doctors and patients and keep the hospital running. It was all hands on deck with thousands of tests coming in per week. On Saturdays, I helped by processing hundreds of nasal swabs, enter the order, put the barcode on the sample, put it in a rack, get it to the virology lab. So this is, well beneath my level of training, but it was critical work at a time when we were shorthanded. So I challenge you in the class to be flexible and to be the one who does whatever it takes, because the next healthcare crisis is likely just around the corner. Without being political, it must be said that these are unprecedented times. The scientific and medical worlds and knowledge systems, they're under intense scrutiny. Policymakers need strong support and advocacy for patients and families based on the approach to medicine, the evidence-based approach to medicine that you will learn here. And remember that young man I mentioned with the HIV and AIDS? There was a time in this hospital when his testing results were kept in a locked drawer in the lab. They were never put into the medical record because of fear of prejudice and repercussions. So let's not go back to those days. Let's just help people, let's help everyone. My final advice is to remember to have a life, family, friends, exercise, vacation. My biggest challenge, sleep, hands down. When you have twin babies in the house, you're always on call, so. So take care of yourself. Ask for help early and often, and remember you're part of a college, you're part of a community. And I think he's on this side, but I know one young man in your class very well, and I think Gen Z will know what I mean when I say I want to remind you to touch grass. You know what that means? You know what that means. So, in conclusion, you have struggled. You have worked hard. You should feel proud. What you need to accomplish next may seem like almost overwhelming, but by receiving these white coats, you are agreeing to engage in this process. And my final quote is from Osler again, that the practice of medicine is an art, it's not a trade. It is a calling, not a business. It is a calling in which your heart will be exercised equally with your head. So I say to you, class of 2029, congratulations, you have been called. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rimza. During orientation week, the class of 2029 studied the history of the Hippocratic Oath and its modern variations. Together, they crafted a class oath reflecting the values and responsibilities they aspire to uphold as future physicians. They will now recite this oath publicly for the first time as part of their transition into medical training. Class of 2029, please stand. I will begin by reading the first sentence, and the class will read the rest of the slides on their own. I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability and judgment, this covenant. Students, please be seated. Now comes the exciting part, the moment you receive your white coat. As your name is called, you'll come up to the stage to receive your white coat from your mentor. Once your coat is on, you'll pause for a photo with your mentor. Then you'll walk across the stage to greet the platform group. After that, exit using the stairs closest to me. At the bottom of the stairs, you will stop briefly for a second photo in front of our college's ceremonial flag. Our event volunteers will then guide you back to your seat. Now, I invite the platform group to stand in front of your seats so you are ready to congratulate our new students. It is my pleasure to ask Dr. Elaine Suchi-Lacoste to the podium to read the first group of names from the Catalina House.
I am pleased to introduce our first mentor, Dr. Audrey Baker, Associate Professor of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery, and her students. Mariam Ahmed. Sirpui Hazarapetian. Kimia Gasemian. Eli Lefkowitz. Nicole Nashed. Thomas Ramirez. Our next mentor is Dr. Colleen Cagno, Professor of Family and Community Medicine. Jillian Lever. Peyton McGregor. Maya Naji. Vasanth Satish. Haley Tran. John Zuckerman. Our next mentor is Dr. Kevin Moynihan, Vice Dean of Medical Education and Professor of Medicine. Melissa Dennis. Michael Patrick Duffy. Sophia May Ngọc Wang. Samuel Perez. Isabella Gamalima Steadley. Fawaz Bashar Stifo. Our next mentor is Dr. Serena Scott, Associate Professor of Medicine. Caitlin Abiri. Samaya Kase. Armando Romero Garma. Matthew Scarsbrook. Salika Vamaro. Our next mentor is Dr. Puneet Shroff, Clinical Associate Professor of Medicine. Dr. Shroff cannot be here tonight, so Dr. Serena Scott will quote his students. Ariana Hernandez. Justin Ruzma. Savannah Seneca. Andrew Wang. Jenna Wise. It is my pleasure to ask Dr. Katie Kowalik to the podium to read the names of members of the Rincon House.
I will now read the names of the students of Rincon House. I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Joy Bolger-Beck, Clinical Associate Professor of Medicine, and her students. Chloe Bell. Jared Fisher. Ivy Huang. Samira Puri. Alec Kim Roberts. Jade Roby. Our next mentor is Dr. Ramesh Kara, Clinical Assistant Professor of Emergency Medicine, and his students. Carolyn Dunlap. Ariane Exambe. Megan Locklear. Jillian Max. John Levent O'Call. Congratulations. Sarabi Sajith. Our next mentor is Dr. Jennifer Plitt, Clinical Assistant Professor of Medicine, and her students. Catherine Bertram. Quinn Hotan. Ava Marie Kohler de Celaya. Jude Kolodisner. Anitza Lopez. Shad Smith. Our next mentor is Dr. Sarah Tariq, Clinical Assistant Professor of Medicine, and her students. Amanda Carlson. Salvador Hernandez. Arsalan Madlo. Natalie Wang. Meghana Warrior. Our next mentor is Dr. Noah Tolby, Clinical Associate Professor of Emergency Medicine, and his students. Fatima Samira Al-Asadi. Ajit Paul Bhatia. Sohail Rajesh Dalat. Anjana Kalia. Emery Kelly. Scott Pekarski. It is my pleasure to ask Dr. Richard Amini to the podium to read the names of the Santa Rita House.
I'll now read the names of the students in the Santa Rita House. It's my pleasure to introduce the next mentor, Dr. Daniel Beskin, an associate professor of emergency medicine. His students are Tayani Foster, Heidi Kitchell, Cameron Mahankey, Vedat Nebi, Amin Sheikh, Michelle Temby, Our next mentor is Dr. Paul Gordon, Professor of Family and Community Medicine. And his students are Connor John Dietrich, Amina Durrani, Grayson Mahaney, Christina Nguyen. Emmy Andrea Ortizo. Esperanza Valencia. Our next mentor is Dr. Nicole King, Clinical Assistant Professor of Pediatrics. And her students are Aziz Basil, Jaya Bala, Jake Chester, Lourdes Alexa Estrada, Isha Mather, Dalton Nonweiler, Our next mentor is Dr. Dahlia McHale, Clinical Associate Professor of Medicine. Her students are Analicia Hernandez, Andrew Dylan Prouty, Bhavik Rajaboina, Sarah Urim So, Sarah Tiemann, Thomas Whitmore. Our next mentor is Dr. Keith Primo, Clinical Assistant Professor of Emergency Medicine. His students are Kylie Cook, Marcos Romero, Hamza Safdar, Ivana Small, Allison Washburn, Our next mentor is Dr. Chad Viscusi, an assistant professor of emergency medicine and pediatrics. And his students are Dylan Empasis, Hitesh Guram, Cameron Padilla, Yashwini Ravintram, Mary Carmen Reed, It's now my pleasure to ask Dr. Daniel Butler to the podium to read the names of the members of the Tortolita House.
I will now read the names of the students of the Tortolita House. I am pleased to introduce Dr. Christopher Abate, Clinical Assistant Professor of Medicine, and his students. Courtney Nicole Baker. Thaddeus Carline. Karosh Ishani. Sofia Esineta Fundos. Aaron Fortunato. Michaela Ann McGuire. Our next group is that of Dr. Mary Gaspers. Dr. Gaspers could not be here tonight, so Dr. Christopher Abate will quote her students. Shruti Atreya. Wesley Conyer. Gabrielle Daines. Christopher Ignis. Emily Elizabeth Seifert. Olivia Silva. Our next mentor is Dr. Rhonda Kutab, Director of Continuing Medical Education and Associate Professor of Family and Community Medicine. Rita Dalal. Tamam Kamal. Madison Nicole LaRoche. Teresa Marie Medina. Celia Gien. Cristobal Reyes Cuevas. Our next mentor is Dr. Talal Mukberi, Clinical Associate Professor of Medicine. Cameron Bowles. Josh Finesilver. Vivian Lee. Shriya Nandakumar. Niat Solomon. Malcolm Turman. Our final mentor is Dr. Holly Periuri, Associate Professor of Pediatrics. Karina Easton. Danica Suzara Gerodius. Ahmed Khaled. Kanita Olson. Tony Reynolds.
All right, the platform group may now be seated. Class of 2029, please rise. I now present to you all the College of Medicine Tucson's Class of 2029. One more applause. Students, please take a seat. Congratulations, MedCats, and welcome to the University of Arizona College of Medicine, Tucson. You are now a professional, accepting the responsibilities and the sacrifices that accompany the noble privilege of studying and practicing medicine. As future physicians, you are embarking on a lifelong journey. You will be taught by our faculty, our other care providers, our residents, our fellows, and your fellow students. In return, they will expect from you a passion for learning in all your endeavors across the tripartite mission of education, research, and patient care. I encourage each of you to seek and to find opportunities wherever you might find them to fulfill every word in the oath you expressed earlier. I would also urge you to constantly challenge yourself and each other through improved knowledge and compassion, finding a way to make a difference in the lives of every single patient that you come across. And when you find yourself struggling, dealing with a difficult situation, which you will, please remember that you are not alone. You are surrounded by people who will support you through any adversity that you encounter along your journey. Just remember to reach out. Again, you are not alone. In closing, on behalf of the entire college, I want to acknowledge that you are part of a more than half a century tradition of excellence. I have every confidence that you will each play an important role in fulfilling our mission statement, which is to advance the health and wellness of our community and beyond in the relentless pursuit of excellence through innovation across our tripartite mission. Family and friends, please remain in your seats until the recessional has left. The students, faculty, and platform group will be escorted to the front of Coches Hall for a quick group photo. Will our student marshals, Dr. Corey Daines and Dr. Michael Daines, please rise and prepare to lead our faculty out of the auditorium. Students and mentors, you will follow the faculty and be guided by our event staff. And finally, members of the platform group, you will lead on the right side of the stage. Thank you all for being here tonight. This concludes our white coat ceremony. Good evening.